Jack.
How you doing, buddy?
I got the report in front of us. This is the contest results from the German items sales. There were some disappointments in there.
That's true.
Biggest disappointments for me was the German embroidered death tribute. The one that was all hand done by the guy that was in heaven.
1970.
Yeah, that one only got a single bid, $24.99.
Hard to believe.
It really is.
It is. Those are very, very expensive. They're like the old death cards, only this is a tribute to one man.
And it was in such good condition, you know. And the other thing was the convex bubble glass frame.
That blew my mind. Because you sold those for me before, and you got big money on them.
And this one was like near mint condition.
Yeah.
And that bubble glass is hard to find these days.
And how well it was put together on top of it is really a nice piece.
But I think it tells us something about eBay sales. We are in a slump here.
That's right.
And regardless of how nice your stuff is, you got to be careful because a lot of stuff's slipping through with a single bid. So if you got something that's really precious to you, don't count on the bidders. Put a higher start price on it.
I think you might be right. I hate that higher start price.
I do too. In general, I love the.
But I got a feeling you're right. A lot of people are telling me that they're off 30%. People that do eBay, and sales, even at swap meets.
Yeah.
And stores. I have friends with stores, and they tell me they're off about 30%. Would you say that's halfway accurate?
You know what? If you're talking about the average selling price, I think that's right because we were in the 80s last year, and now we're in the 60s.
Wow.
So
wow.
That is pretty substantial when you think about it.
Is that, you think, because of the overall economy?
I think so. Yeah, I think people are holding on more to their money and
spending on different things. Plus, gas has been a lot higher in the last few years.
Gas is higher, less spending money.
Yep.
But there were some pleasant surprises. That Italian officer's hat did $118. So that, to me, I thought that one wasn't going to do that good. But that one was a big surprise to me.
That was kind of decorative. Remember the inside? It looks like it come from a special shop. It was pretty neat.
And it had that star on it and stuff.
It surprised me also.
The helmets did all right. The helmet that turned out to be a Spanish helmet that we thought was a German helmet, that did $77.
Yeah, that was okay.
And the Adrian helmet did $81.
And that's good for an Adrian helmet.
But yeah, there were a couple disappointments. Now, right now, there's no official winner.
But you were telling me
there's two items that didn't sell. So we've got them back on eBay. Buy it now or best offer.
That's right.
So when we add those two in, it might put one of these two guys into the winning thing. OU Productions, that's Brad.
The beer guy.
The beer guy.
Yep.
And Silver Guy 79.
Yeah, he's a neat guy.
Silver Guy's in at 580, Brad's in at 600. So one of those could actually win this thing if it puts us over their price. Because that was the rule of the contest, was you couldn't go over. So when those two items sell, we'll have a possible winner.
Well, I have to admit, this totally shocked me. Really it did.
Yeah, it was rather disappointing. I was in at 760, but those two items I mentioned were my biggest missed guesses, I guess.
These units, when you get stuff like that, a lot of times they'll surprise. The economy has to be good, or you do get surprised sometimes. I know that, but it's kind of amazing. That stuff was all real and authentic and ready to go, and it just didn't do it.
Yeah, that brings up a good point. There's a lot of reproductions out there now.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering if the reproductions that are out there are hurting the eBay business on the originals because people are so fearful of those reproductions.
It could very well be, because I'm even scared sometimes in what I've found out about all this military stuff, Vince. There's reproductions for everything.
It's really hard to tell some of them.
Yep. I was taught quite a bit by some pretty sharp guys in a short amount of time, because I really knew very little about stuff like this, especially Nazi stuff. But their big thing is they can look at it and tell you. I know a guy that I handed him a medal, he went like this, that's bad. Handed it right back to you. Wow. Just by feeling it, looking at it. Yeah, old guy. Pretty sharp. And sure enough, he was right, it was bad.
Alright, well maybe we should do another video on reproduction.
Oh, I'd love to, because I found a lot of things out about with this military, about World War I and II. Interesting stuff that kept my interest.
Alright, so no official winner for the contest yet, but there's still hope for a couple guys. We'll let you know when those last two items sell.
Hang in there, guys.
Thanks, guys.